Hey everyone, I'm Matt Harty Jr., National Channel Manager with CNSG, and welcome to ProviderSMART, presented by CNSG AppSmart. Today our guest is Dudley Klovstad, Security Solutions Specialist with Verizon. Dudley, thanks for joining us.
Thanks a lot, Matt. We are excited to be here today, and we appreciate the opportunity to talk to your partners.
Glad to have you on the show and looking forward to talking about Verizon and all of the security solutions you have in the portfolio. Most of our partners, especially in the Northeast, know and have worked with you. You have an established brand, one of the largest providers in the CNSG portfolio, and you offer a lot of familiar solutions like Fios and mobility, but we know that Verizon has become a lot more than just that. To start, if you wouldn't mind, could you give us a brief overview of some of the solutions in the Verizon portfolio?
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, everybody knows Verizon for our wireless entity, and we were the first with 5G, obviously, and we also have the fastest 5G out there. But more than that, obviously on the telecom side and the wireline side, we have a whole plethora of portfolio suites there, SD-WAN. On the security side, we're a well-known or well-hidden secret, unfortunately, but we have been in the security industry for about 17 years now and have a lot of resources in our company. So, look forward to diving a little bit further on that today and, kind of giving you an idea of what Verizon does on the security side.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's something that maybe a lot of partners don't necessarily think of immediately, and hopefully we can change that today. And I see your official title is Security Solutions Specialist. Can you give us a brief background of where you came from and how you got to Verizon, and then what a Security Solutions Specialist at Verizon does?
Yeah, I mean, I've been selling IT solutions for about 30 years now, Matt, so I've been in the industry a long time. I've been with Verizon about 9 years now. I've had the opportunity to work with both large and small companies on security solutions. But basically, my job, as I see it, is to help customers better get the return on investment on the security dollars they spend. So we leverage the resources that Verizon has and the thought leadership to put together actionable intelligence that our customers can work with. So that's in a nutshell what my job entails. And literally since the COVID thing is we're on back-to-back conference calls all day long, trying to help our customers protect against the new threats out there.
Absolutely. And could you share what brought you to Verizon and what kind of fires you up about working there now?
Like I said, I've been with Verizon about 9 years, and it kind of seemed like the next step in the evolution of the career path. What fires me up is such a broad portfolio of products and suites and personnel. So, literally, Matt, there's not a thing I can think of that we don't do. So that being said, is every day I'm talking to new customers, I'm talking to new logos. We're talking about solutions that may be holistic, that we're trying to bring multiple parts of the Verizon portfolio together. Biggest example is every time somebody rolls out an SD-WAN, it's like, okay, are you looking at security at the edge? Do you understand how this is going to impact when you do split tunneling at the edge? So there's all sorts of different areas of security that we're touching, and I just find it a challenge on a day-to-day basis to bring together the plethora of services that we have in our portfolio.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And for our partners out there, it'll be really helpful for us to kind of review your sweet spot specifically around security. And I'm going to urge you to be as specific as possible. Where is your sweet spot, first of all? And then where do you think you do better than your competitors in the space?
Our sweet spot is obviously our thought leadership around forensics and intelligence. We probably mentioned to you that every year we publish a data breach investigation report, and is a compilation of all the data breaches we've investigated over the past year and over the past 13 years. So from this data, we gather intelligence to help us advise our customers. First of all, we put it in horizontal markets. So if you're a hospital, you've got different threat vectors than you do if you're a retailer or manufacturing. So that intelligence allows us to best advise our customers on how to best spend their security dollars. So that's a big differentiator. And literally on the forensic sides, we do more remediations. We do literally 3 times more remediations than our nearest competitor does every year.
Wow.
So once again, people were well hidden secret out there, but if you talk to people, CIA, FBI, a lot of the 3-letter agencies, Verizon's on speed dial for forensic investigation for a lot of their clients.
That's incredible. That's incredible and great to hear. And specifically for our partner community, how do you recommend or advise that they take advantage of these data breach investigation reports that Verizon has when communicating with their partners, with their clients?
Excellent question, Matt. It's like we encourage them to use it as a marketing material. I mean, obviously, every time that you or I walk into a customer's premise, we need to establish credibility. And the data breach investigation report is probably the biggest source of credibility that we can establish. It's not a marketing document. It's not a sales document. It's a independent document telling you, what's happened to other customers that have similar needs as yourself, and how to best protect your environment from those type of threats. So, once again, it's not selling a product, it's understanding what the threats are. And like I say, we encourage the partners to distribute this freely. We love the opportunity to work with you directly on customers, face-to-face or remote as we do now.
Definitely. And so our partners, they're engaging their clients, they're talking about data security. Why are customers concerned with their current data security posture in today's environment? And then how do you recommend that partners kind of start these conversations around data security and how they can improve?
Yeah, and I think, kind of what we just alluded to on the data breach investigation report. I mean, the threats keep on increasing. And since COVID-19 started like early April, we immediately seen like a 14,000% increase in malware and phishing attempts. So we're getting calls in our forensic group, like, how do we prevent these? What's the best course of action for keeping our organization safe? So obviously we're in a very unique situation this year, but on an ongoing basis, we're aware of these threats. We keep our customers abreast of these threats, and we try to, tailor our products around these type of threats. And, many of the partners, call on the mid-market space or, small to medium-sized business. And that is the space that I'm in Verizon, called Verizon Business Markets. So, we have crafted a lot of our products to, one, be most cost-effective in that space, and secondly, provide a solid solution to prevent the plethora of threats that we have coming nowadays.
Absolutely. Great. And then specifically around Verizon's security product portfolio, can we talk about some of the specific solutions that our partners should be thinking of? This is a pain point. This is a Verizon solution that could be a textbook win for their clients.
Yeah, some of the biggest gaps that we're seeing right now, Matt, are just little things. As I mentioned, malware and ransomware. I think it accounted for 27% of the breaches last year. So one of the biggest, impacts we can have on anybody's security posture is to put products like DNS Safeguard, which is a recursive DNS server and basically uses the forensic intelligence that we gather to block malware, phishing, and C2 callbacks. So that's one of the high impact products that we have right now. And oh, by the way, it's $2 to $3 per month per user. So really low cost, high impact, and just the way that Verizon partners can work with us to get maximum ROI for their customers.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, go ahead.
I guess one other thing too I want to elaborate on as far as how partners can work with us too is, we kind of work as an extension of the organization. Obviously, anytime a partner brings us in on an opportunity, we are there for you to promote your organization. So we generally come in as an independent consultant and try to understand where the customer is at in their security maturity level, and recommend products that fit around the gaps that they currently have in their posture. So we try to augment what you guys are currently doing and provide solutions that make sense for the customer is kind of our mantra there.
Great. And how early in these conversations should we engage with Verizon or with the CNSG team and then bring in Verizon to help qualify?
Yeah, I recommend engaging early. I mean, a lot of our core reps, they don't know a lot about security. We try to educate them as much as possible, but just listening for keywords, malware, ransomware, breaches, gaps, pen testing, just little things like that. If you listen for them or ask customers what they're doing in those respects, bring us in early. A lot of times what the customer's perception of what they're missing may not be what our recommendation is. So, I highly advise, let us help you qualify and let us help, us work together with you to, have a unified partnership there.
Definitely. We look forward to doing just that. Also, what might be helpful for some of our partners out there is a tangible example. Can you walk us through, maybe a basic case study of a textbook Verizon security win?
Yeah, here's one that happened recently. One of our partners had engaged us. We've got a lot of partners around the Washington, D.C. area, which we have a lot of customers that deal with government contracts, and there's certain requirements on the governance side to deal with government contracts and Department of Defense. One is called CMMC, and so a partner reached out to us and just said, Dudley, do you guys know how to do CMMC? And he's like, yeah, we do. We've got a whole governance and compliance group. Have about 200 people that do nothing but governance and compliance. So they engaged us in that opportunity, and we were able to, win this solution. Is about $36,000, which is a good size pop for most partners, and a lot of our typical larger compliance engagements, range in those respects, $20,000 to $50,000 or even higher than that. So, and that's one of those areas that most partners are never going to be able to afford the type of expertise that we have there. So, once again, we're acting as an extension and trusted advisor to the partners. They utilize our resources, and we do all the front end and back end work, and cut you guys a check and call it a day.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. The partners don't need to be experts, right? They just need to identify these pain points, bring in the CNSG and Verizon teams early, qualify, and then let Verizon do what they do best and work through the opportunity. So that's great. That's great. For all of our CNSG partners out there, please be sure to connect with Dudley or your CNSG channel manager. If you have any security solutions or want product slicks, qualifying questions, more information, we'll be sure to get that in your hands and get you be able to work with your clients and make sure we'll assist on that. Dudley, thanks for joining us. Do we have any final thoughts or comments before we sign off?
Yeah, man, I think we covered a lot of different things today. And at the end of the day, just engage with your channel partners. So we'd love the opportunity to be on calls with you guys, and no opportunity too large or too small to engage us. So please reach out. So thanks a lot, Matt. I appreciate your time, sir.
Absolutely. Thanks, Dudley. Take care.